Exactly.
Now, Finidi George drops the ball after 47 days. 47 days in charge. Gentlemen, that's the first of the two issues we'll deal with. Now, football or soccer is a game of emotions. Not only is it the greatest spectator sport on the planet, it is a game that combines the joy of victory with the agony of defeat. Perhaps the most successful football coach foreign is the likable Dutchman Clemens Westerhof, who not only took our Super Eagles to our first World Cup in the USA in 1994, if you remember, but left us with Johannes Bomfrey Joe, if you like, who helped us win the 1996 Atlanta Olympic soccer gold. You remember. Today, we are toying annoyingly with the national soccer team, the Super Eagles. The risk is that of missing the 2026 World Cup, the first to be hosted by 3 countries, namely Canada, Mexico, and the USA. Now, the propriety or correctness of hiring a foreign coach for our football team has refused to go away. A veteran local boy, Finidi George, has resigned after just 47 days in charge. Finidi, who succeeded Jose Poceiro, the Portuguese, whose contract expired in February, is having tough times enjoying his job. The former Ajax forward says he resigned because of the shoddy treatment by the NFF, his employers. Is anybody surprised? Gentlemen, I am not. If you remember, Amadou Shuaibu, Stephen Keshi, Samson Siasia, Sunday Olise, and that goalkeeper Moses, the Calabar man, I've forgotten his surname now.
Effiong.
Moses Effiong, okay. Yeah. Okay. These are Nigerian footballers who have handled the national team. 2 of them, namely Stephen Keshi and Amadou Shuaibu, were owed even in death. So, gentlemen, this toying with foreign coach for our national football team. Let's go there. Ziggy.
I think Nigeria has happened to Finidi George.
Here we go again.
What do you mean Nigeria has happened?
Nigeria has happened to Finidi George.
I wonder where why is he doing this line?
I think
we cannot surprise him.
We will expound it. The point is that Finidi George had not come out to actually led us into what happened.
No, he has. He says
NFF the nitty-gritty.
Treated him shabbily.
Yes, the treatment. Shabbily means he didn't tell us as much.
You want
as,
make I spell him?
No, he go tell us what happened in deep or in detail. But let's leave it there.
Finidi George has resigned.
Yes.
And of course you remember that before he resigned, just 3 days ago.
Just yesterday.
NFF
denied,
said they were going for a foreign coach.
Yes. And you know what? Finidi George resigned, and the news followed his resignation was that NFF had not actually, because NFF even came up to say such was not aware to them. They were not aware. And being Nigerian thing, is a native boy who's supposed to have known everything about football in Nigeria because he has been around.
Now you talk about maybe no say Nigeria they happen to be.
Yes,
what
it just happened to
about football in Nigeria, if I may ask.
No.
What?
If I may ask, what is everything about football in Nigeria?
It's like going to a street. Hold on. It's like going to any street in Brazil and ask them.
Exactly.
What's the big deal about soccer? How do they talk like this?
In UK, football tournament is one of their greatest IGR.
And in Nigeria is what?
In Nigeria is not.
Okay.
It's not. So, and one will quickly know why Finidi George resigned, because he must have been bungled, he must have been threatened, he must have been, in fact, everything follow. How many days of being recruited? How many days?
47.
Just 47 days. 47th day, he took he threw in the towel and said, I don't want again. Something more is inside it. I wish Finidi George, and that's why I said, I wish Finidi George would tell Nigerians, but many of them had not. Because I'm coming, sir. I'm coming, sir.
Ziggy, mine is
by the NFF.
Nigeria wants to go for a foreign coach again.
Yes, because
and I spared you the wahala of going through.
Sir. Let me link
Hold on, I spared you the wahala of going through some foreign names.
Yes,
foreign coaches. We don't come and go.
And let me tell you, DSTV,
including Carlos Alberto Torres.
Yes, sir.
The captain of Pelé in 1970. They brought him here. He was at a 5-star hotel in Lagos here.
Yes.
And the guy just carry him back, go.
Aside they go. Now, DSTV, Go TV, the mother company, which is a multi-choice, succeeded in Nigeria, even at the detriment of Nigerians. But TVST, which is another pay TV that's supposed to have gained ground.
TSTS or
I think TSTV or something.
Yeah, ITV again.
Yeah, ITV and all that. Most times
High TV, HITV.
Most times companies that are homegrown are not encouraged. So also
according to this. According to you, now Nigeria happened to them.
Exactly. And
whatever that means.
Liboros told us here something recently. He said some people, investors want to come into this country to invest, helping Nigerians to grow the economy, offering employment to Nigerians and all that. You know what one of the ministers told the people, say make una no come, or else may they give them a bribe. The investor no come again. So these are so many Nigerians that have happened to Nigerians. Some things in Nigeria is funny, very funny, and such. One will begin to look at what actually is worrying. What actually is the problem in this country?
Let me help you, Ziggy. Even I don't know the problem, but let me help you. Let's see if we can expand, and then someone out there.
I wonder how you want help them.
You see, a citizen. When you are talking about the success of the two gentlemen, you didn't bring in Otto Gloria, who helped us to win the first.
I agree, but Otto Gloria, I said that with plenty of respect for Otto Gloria.
Okay.
But Otto Gloria never took us to the World Cup.
No, he helped us to win the first All Africa,
the first time, 1980.
Yes.
I'm saying we had been attempting to go to the World Cup since the 70s.
Well, after DAD, what he did in 1977, you couldn't go to the World Cup in 1978. So it is not. Anyway, as at then.
And hear this: late Minister of Sports, the Ondo gentleman, Chief Alex Akinyele, told me personally in an interview that he had signed a letter of sack for Clemens Westerhoff. He took the letter to Nigeria's number 2 man, Augustus Aikomu. Then he then in the lobby of the deputy, the Admiral Aikomu. Murphy, the person we want go give letter made and sign in sack. He came out of the office with the number 2 man, General Admiral Aikomu, slinging his arms across the shoulders of the Westerhoff. Slung his arms against the shoulders of
the number 2 man.
If now you
go get money, give the letter. Now you said they go sack.
Now you are the ass.
Now you they go sack.
Anyway, I was trying to make my proposition. You see, there are a lot of things that are functionally wrong, and as the day goes by, these things get worse rather than abating. It gets terribly worse because we seems to most of the time we blame politicians as Nigerians go.
Alesta, please let me welcome Barrister Evans Ofele. Evans, I greet you.
Good evening.
I hear so now you want preach today, so I say make I call you that.
The traffic. Traffic.
So you not preach because of traffic.
No, the man went to Rabbi and the Rabbi could not finish the
I was
sermon.
held by traffic.
No, the Rabbi could not finish the sermon on time, so that's why the man came late. Anyway, citizens, as we are saying, wait, Evans, welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
So you know, see, we blame politicians as the problem of as the main problem of Nigeria. Meanwhile, the bureaucrats and the technocrats are the bigger culprits. Unfortunately, we don't pay attention to them. And so some of them,
Ophelia, sorry, were you listening to us?
Not really.
I said Finidi George has dropped the ball just after 47 days on the job.
Yes.
And the NFF is telling you and I they want to hire a foreign coach.
well, before
They not been see the foreign coach before they engage Finidi.
well, let me leave my rectories and go to straight to
play
Finidi.
well.
You see, before talking about foreign coach, I think what happened. Let's also give them a bit of slack.
Who are these them?
That's the NFF, a bit of slack. When Finidi was appointed, that was because the former man, they could not agree. Pesero, they could not agree on the salary and the other terms.
Yeah, the way forward.
Yeah, so Pesero was asking for $120,000 per month, while at some point they offer 80, which Pesero rejected. So in that desperation, they now had to appoint, because a match was coming up. These two matches were coming up. So they had to appoint Finidi with a 1-year contract. Let's also be clear. It's a 1-year contract. 1-year contract. You see, and then by the time we performed woefully on those two matches, I think the sports minister called. That's when the sports minister intervened.
Called the
said,
NFF.
What
they
is
discussed.
happening? Now, what's the way forward? So NFF now come up with that we're going to hire a technical advisor. Now, that news just break into town when everybody was was it going to be Finidi's boss? Was Finidi going to take it? Blah blah blah, and all those halu-balu. All of a sudden, Finidi is throwing the towel. Now, you see, we've had too many coaches. The attrition of coaches in Nigeria has gone to a level where it becomes very, very unpardonable. Beside that the NFF is doing something wrong because they are not either doing the right hiring, or the other considerations within which hiring is done, or the targets being given are either too high, too much, or too slow, or too quick.
Okay, and let me share these names again. I hope you won't be able to. I hope you'll fault any of them.
Okay.
Amodi Shuaibu, Stephen Keshi, Samson Siasia, Sonny Olise, and Moses Effiong.
Okay.
You know, and no, the Calabar man, the goalkeeper
Trainer.
former Nigerian goalkeeper.
okay. I will
These are local coaches handling the national football. So, yeah, both Samson Siasa and Olise resigned because of irreconcilable differences.
Well,
Ziggy, hiring foreign coaches in Nigeria go make some dollars for some guys.
Sure.
So, but they couldn't start those things with Siasia and Sunday Oli.
Well, I don't know that. Let's
No, but I'm telling you.
Let's use to Murphy too. Maybe Murphy might.
Murphy, no, okay, you've been there for NFF.
Yes,
Go on,
yes.
tell us.
One, there was a time he was there was a time he was working close to the office. No, he was working close to the office.
If I work with NFF, I think we wouldn't.
He
have
didn't
this.
work with NFF. He worked close to the office.
We wouldn't have this crisis because these are actually avoidable crises, and it's unfortunate. Ziggy said Nigeria has happened to Finidi, and the point is, I was told a very long time ago that if you're going to do a particular thing the same way, and you expect the outcome to be different, it's the simplest form of insanity.
Albert Einstein,
It's the simplest form of insanity. Over time, look at the names Jones has listed here. Names of indigenous coaches that have had similar problems with this NFF.
That one that died
and
was still being owed till he died.
No, two of them, Amadu Shuaibu and Stephen Keshi, are still being owed till
now.
tomorrow.
Till now.
Death,
Even in death.
In the FFF.
So what am I trying to? It means that there's something wrong with the NFF, and
Or the glass house.
whether you call it the glass
people,
house, whether
they
you call
throw
it
stone.
the NFF, there's something obviously wrong with them. And this idea of always treating the foreign coaches different from the indigenous coaches is something that
Or wanting to have preferring a foreign coach to a native coach.
and when they eventually bring the foreign
What is the
coaches,
issue?
they treat them better.
Yes.
Imagine giving somebody a
Now
1 year
you talk
contract.
saying that Nigeria happened to Nigeria.
It don't they happen many times. So.
You give somebody a 1 year contract, and at the end of the person resigns after 40 something. That is how many weeks?
But that 1 year contract is subject to his
Subject to his performance,
So
yes.
it was not just 1 year contract.
1 year.
Mr.
So
It's subject to performance,
The
yes.
point here
Give
is
me the
the point here is, and the man has even gone for that to say they were heel treatments by the NFF.
Yeah.
And this is the same old story we've always had. Now the
There are
man has
supposed to be
resigned.
6 matches that in the build-up to the World Cup qualification.
Yeah.
In don't play 2, he remained 4.
Yes.
Out of a possible 9 point, they say now only 1 point where Finidi get. Finidi say, but in they try to see say the remaining matches, at least in try Ghana points just to
make up.
You know, and
before Nigeria happened to them.
And this idea of always thinking that you must sack the indigenous coach whenever we don't win a match or whenever we lose a match is another thing that baffles
Well,
me.
it's like that in the West.
and-
too.
you
It's
know,
like that
ju-
all over the world.
Just a minute.
But no, but in Nigeria,
That job is not a
in
permanent
in
job.
Nigeria they
It's
do.
subject to your performance.
Yeah, but they are quick to sack when the coach is indigenous. That's my concern here.
Alesta said, I forgot the name Otto Gloria, where I didn't quite forget it, but I'm looking in the open era, the only foreign coach who don't do so much for our soccer, now Clemens
Westerhoff, of course.
After the 94 campaign World Cup, we became number 5 in the whole world. We
Yes.
were ranked
Yeah,
number
actually.
5 and number 1 in Africa. Have you checked how we rank in Africa today?
I don't need to check.
Eh?
I don't even need to check. So,
And when you heard something like, Ufeli, when you hear something like squirrels or Benin come beat
you know, prior to that Benin match, I discussed with a friend. I was like, okay, Nigeria is lucky that they are having Benin. It will be a walkover. That's what I told my friend. Only for my
It's no
friend
longer
to,
that way.
It's no longer that way.
They are
only
not
for my friend to call me.
There are no minnows in soccer anymore.
It's no longer that way.
Let's say to drew with us at Calabar.
If you look at it,
Zimbabwe drew with us at Harare.
It's sad.
And then
what that means?
and it was not Finidi that was in charge of the team as at then.
Unless what that means is that why those teams, the football teams of those countries are making improvements. It means that our own team is actually diminishing.
I think there's a lot of problems. I don't know if Rabbi wanted to take, but let me just say this: we have a lot of dysfunctional problem in the society. Look, we have all the big names abroad. Now, each time Nigeria is mentioned, these teams you are talking about, they quiver. Because when you hear the likes of the current African Football of the Year, what was his name? Osimhen. You hear the likes of Balogu. You hear the likes of this one, the one that played for what do you call it? This team that played in Germany that played the final. So he had so many names.
Lookman.
Yes, you have so many names.
Lookman.
So people quiver and they respect. But you see, you that they are respecting does not respect yourself. Because most times when the boys enter the field, they don't want Nigeria to happen according to Ziggy. So they are not playing with that level of patriotism that the Shego Degbamis, the Sunday Ulysses, the Finidi Joros played.
Your coaches.
That patriotism that they use in playing, these boys are not playing it.
well, I don't know why we're surprised.
I'm coming, sir. I'm coming, sir. I'm coming,
They
sir.
are trying to carve out football to succeed as against the other part of administration of the country that is failing consistently.
No.
You can't carve out football.
Hold on now. Don't go there. Don't go there.
No, that's where we'll go.
No, don't go there. I know where you're going now. Wait, see, I know. No, if you know what I said, listen. If you know what I said, look. Let me tell you. If you're talking about succeeding sectionally, Ethiopia is one of the poorest and misgoverned.
But by the way, hear this.
Okay.
And as you mentioned, Ethiopia, gentlemen, they don't list. I think 2 days ago, 10 poorest countries in the world.
Yes.
They are all African countries.
And is that a surprise?
Happily, Nigeria are not there. But
Nigeria can't be there.
no, I never attempted
Nigeria
to.
has never been there. Even that one, they listed on the capital is a lie.
No, that one.
I don't know whether
That one is
no.
I just want to.
Man is,
I'm coming. I just want to tell.
I want you to reconcile
Yes.
that the names on the list
Okay.
with the fact that the richest continent in the whole world is Africa.
Okay.
Because all the minerals, all the precious stones you need in this life.
Oga, precious stone in the soil is useless if it's not pressurized out and put it to value.
And the money used for general people.
Yes, exactly. So see, I was trying to let Rabbi know something. Ethiopia is one of the poorest, one of the most misgoverned and backward country in Africa. But Ethiopian airline is world class standard.
Fantastic.
So one thing.
Help me add
Rwanda.
Rwanda in April 1992 committed suicide in a manner of speaking.
No, they committed suicide. But
today, Rwanda is
a
go-to country.
Yes.
Nigerian politicians go visit Rwanda and they want to go there again.
Well, also don't forget the leadership there. The leadership there is autocratic and not the kind of democracy you have here.
Definition.
Let me use it. So, but just to tie in my point. But just to tie in my point. Just to tie in my point. Let me tie in my point.
Unless I go to court, it be like say you talk like a Luther man.
No, be a Luther.
The job of the coach of the Super Eagles is a very tedious one, and the reason we think that our own indigenous coaches are not succeeding because there are a lot of complication tied around our indigenous coaches, which does not necessarily apply to the foreign ones. You see, these coaches, by the time these jobs are given to them, it comes with a lot of conditions that are not written. It comes with a lot of other issues. People sometimes, even though it's not fit for radio, this is what I'm saying, but it comes with a lot of issues that does not apply to those ones. And for us to come here and talk us or talk the audience or ourselves into the belief that we should have succeeded in football, things should have gone better off, would have fixed everything in that area, and the general other side of the country, from education to the other side, where you have the same peculiarities running through the whole space. It's not going to work that way. If we must get it right.
Yeah, but it's fairly recall that as we did talk, the league in South Africa is top notch. I wonder if you can. Okay, by the way, anybody they here with no wonder why Nigerian referees they no fit allow them handle international matches since what time we Nigerian referee? Oh, we know.
Togo referee the handle match. Gabon referee the handle match.
So you must look at those.
You know that today.
Look at those.
There are requirements and conditions.
I say no start today.
No start today. You don't take.
Not even 1999.
Why should they be allowed?
The point.
Why should they be allowed?
Because
if it does not meet the
they
condition?
not trust to now.
Exactly.
I'm not just saying that it's just all about trust.
Oh, really?
Like, yes, Evans has raised the point. There are requirements and conditions that will qualify
If you don't meet it,
a coach from a particular country to supervise an
Yeah, but it's still
international
overs
match.
around it now.
Murphy.
Yes. So,
It's still overs around the country's performance and all that.
There's a giant
So
screen.
if they are not qualified,
a giant screen inside the studio,
Yeah.
showing one of the matches of Euro 2024,
And they still 1-1.
and Poland and Netherlands. Everything happening on that field will be dependent on the referee. If it does anything wrong,
decision, yeah.
it can create wahala in the whole world.
Yes.
absolutely.
But, Murphy-
The referee is the god of the field.
Murphy.
Oh, yeah.
That is
They
not
say
to say
after
we
God.
don't have people who are fit. So,
Of course.
From the
So how
country,
come
right?
even in Africa?
I know.
No, how come
Murphy,
even in African
if
in
you
African
were-
continent
if-
we are never invited?
If you
Nigerian referees are never invited in Africa, not
Why?
world though.
Why?
In African competition.
So that's
it didn't start today.
That's what
apart from
I told you about trust.
apart
and you said it is not trust.
apart from one late, is it late? I don't know. First of Kibule, that has the only man I remember in whatever in that has officiated in African Nations Cup. No, that is no. It not be today. Not be saying at the time APC and PDP
some advocacy is required.
Begin scatter their
Some
their
advocacy
country.
is required.
So it's
for
because
equity.
it's because we are not doing it right, both at the government level, at the private. Look, referee
That's what I'm saying.
I'm coming.
What if
Referee is not a
you
government.
say-
Referee is not a government thing now. Referee is a private. It's a private level.
Do you remember?
Maybe they have seen the way your eye neck also is.
Do you
happening
remember
thing.
this South man?
I said not be today during military. Nine neck.
What is this South
So
man
don't give-
when he
no.
was the NFF chairman?
All right, let me see if I can bring in the listener. Dear listener, if you feel
what
up
is
to
NFF?
joining issues, hold on, please. Dear listener, if you feel up to joining issues or raising new ones or asking new questions, do so now. 0700 903 903 903. If you missed it, Finidi George drops the ball after 47 days in charge. Does it strike any chord in you? Do you feel moved? Do you think something is wrong or not wrong or something? You know, the opinion is yours. So we're waiting.
This former NFF chairman from Warri, what's the name?
Okay.
Amaju.
Amaju Piniki. You know Piniki raised.
No, be Piniki.
Panic.
He panicked the whole country. He panicked the whole country when he was.
Sorry,
when he was.
I have a respondent here. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello,
Yes, sir.
Citizen Jones. Good
I greet
afternoon,
you, sir.
I don't have a
I greet all your colleagues in the studio.
We greet you too.
All right.
Simon, calling from Ableva.
All right, Simon, go on.
Yes, I want to tell you one thing in Nigeria that is working.
Wish us happy Father's Day now.
Oh, sorry, my happy Father's Day to
Same to you.
Prata di Salah.
Yeah.
So I want to tell you one thing in Nigeria that is working, and that is entertainment and music is working very fine.
Very
Perfect.
well, sir.
Movies working well. I don't know anything that health and government touch become poison, become destroy everything. Now look at
Oga, at the talk soccer, you they talk government. Government no get hand for NFF.
Okay.
I beg.
I'll tell you if you tell them whether they introduce.
He said they should introduce.
Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
Go ahead.
What I'm saying is that you appointed a man to do a job, and the man is already doing the work. Just because you lost a match, you now went behind him and you want to appoint somebody to take over from the man without sacking him. And because the man knows his value, he knows what he can do.
Thank you. You don't spend 60 seconds. Thank you. Thank you. We got you first time.
By the way, he's still in the employment.
Thank you.
He's still in the employment. He will step down as coach so that we get it right.
His resignation letter has been submitted. If NFF says it has not
As
signed
a
Yet
it,
to receive it.
As a coach,
As a coach, oh, yeah.
as a coach, yeah, he has stepped down. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, gentlemen.
I greet you, sir. Your name, where you're calling from?
I'm Mr. Alex. I'm calling from Ijai.
60 seconds begins now, or begin now.
Thank you. I'm hearing you and I'm listening to you people. What I'm trying to add on to what you people are saying is that every Nigerian know what is the problem in Nigerian football. If you create a vacant for coach, that coach will submit his CV, and the committee will screen the coach. For those who are our NFF chairman and NFF director, do they submit their CV? Do they screen them? Are they member of the footballer before? A carpenter cannot be good team.
Oga, I said Finidi George is not a mechanic. he got the job 47.
Yes, I'm not.
40
I'm
so
not against
he has he has
I'm
resigned.
against-
That's what I'm telling
against
you.
the board. I'm against the board, not Finidi. The board is the problem of Nigerian football. The board don't know the direction of which the national
Okay,
team
sir.
want to
Well,
go.
60
They are
seconds
directing
are up.
us
Thank
in the
you.
wrong
Thank you, sir.
direction. That's why we should
Thank
be
you.
able to
So
tell.
you say it's the board. All right. I would. Another comment would do. The line is still open. 0700 903 903 903. This is Studio 903, aka the Radio Parlor Show, reaching you from the Voice of the People Radio, 90.3 FM on the dial. Let's get you talking. Yeah.
Pinnick got all of us panicked when he was.
This case.
You are this year. You are this your Piniki.
When he told Nigerians, we thought he was joking.
What did he
That-
say?
There's issue with NFF, the board, and until what happens to so many Nigerians who live that
With him Pinnick talk.
what he talk be say he said they no allow and walk the way supposed to walk.
And the
All right.
Piniki
Just-
said later became a bigger problem.
Just a minute. Another.
He was frustrated.
Another listener.
He himself was the
Another
frustration
listener is
himself.
here, please.
He
hold
for
on.
other people. Pinnick was the
He
chairman.
was the frustration
Hold on.
himself.
Hold on. The caller is there. I greet you. Welcome. Hello, caller. You are on air. I've activated your line. All right. The man is not quite ready.
Imagine Pinnick, when he said that thing, few months later, he was relieved. He was relieved of his job.
No, Pinnick was not relieved of his job, but Pinnick finished his 2 term.
No, he had issue with NFF.
Pinnick finished his term.
But it had never been easy. He had a very rough ride.
Pinnick was the chairman of NFF.
I
oh.
knew.
He didn't have issues.
Pinnick,
He never had issues.
I hope a caller will remind us.
He never had issues. Pinnick finished his term and moved to CAF.
Having issues is not even but he finished his
He
term.
was a problem. He himself was the problem of NFF.
It became a very big problem.
They were the ones that appointed Lise. And we
became a big problem.
He was complaining of the problem
All right.
around him too.
Another listener is here. Good afternoon.
Nigerian matter.
We need to hear you.
His phone was
Please, when you get through, don't attempt to hear yourself on radio. It defeats the whole essence. Let's have a clean conversation. As soon as you get through, let the chat go on. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Your name, where you're calling from?
My name is Emeka. I'm calling from Songota.
Emeka, you have 60 seconds beginning now.
I want to first of all, to start with, please, when you people ask questions or the elimination of questions, try to finish one to another so that the listener will understand what people are discussing about.
You want to know you want to know why you called again?
Yeah,
Let me tell you why you called. We are asking, after 47 days on the job, Finidi George has resigned. And so the question is, do we really know what we want?
Yeah, I'm saying now, see, in Nigeria football system, when the challenge is just corruption, Finidi, at least he has coached Enimba of Aba, which I knew. Finidi is not an experienced footballer, to say. But the fact remains that corruption, because I could remember the selection, the 22 players he brought. Some of them were not even fit to play. So I keep on wondering, a man of that caliber, why will he bring these kind of people to play? And Nigeria is not a small country in Africa to mess up with when it comes to football. So the NFF, the decision taking is the right decision at the right time.
All right, thank you.
Example.
Okay. He says the decision to hire a foreign coach, which has precipitated Finidi's resignation is okay. Who am I to quarrel with that?
Maybe the pressure of even getting
But
a
if you look at the
foreign
coaches
coach.
have performed better from the.
Yes, because our native coaches are not giving the ground.
Michael,
They're not giving equal
opportunity to
opportunities.
perform. Yeah, they are not giving the real opportunities.
Please call them
Conditions are
indigenous.
different.
They are not native.
Let-
They are
let me-
indigenous.
have it
Let
better.
me hear what this next listener is saying. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Welcome. Your name, where you're calling from.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I heard that. Your name, where you are calling from.
Okay, my name is Jude. I'm calling from Machawe State.
All right, go on, sir.
Good afternoon. Happy Father's Day to you, all of you in the street.
Same to you too.
My take on the Finidi issue is that Finidi started on the wrong note. He had the caliber of players to execute his task, but he chose sentiment and favoritism over everything. That is Finidi's issue. I don't see why Boniface would be on the pitch. For the player that is doing well in his club, and you put him on the bench and you say he wants to perform magic. I don't see how it works. He has the right caliber of player, but selection matters so much. That's just my contribution for now. Thank you.
Many thanks. You know, gentlemen, my people say it's a tragedy to send Pekin. Udo, come here, buy me cigar from there, and then you follow and go buy the cigar. So if you sabi buy, why you send them?
You suspect that.
No,
You suspect
the
Udo.
cigar man is an erratic man. So he will do that. I will forgive him his trespassing.
Oh, it's not true. Netherlands has played second goal.
You not trust Udom to buy you cigar. You send
You can't send them.
And if you know too that you can buy it yourself, why disturb Udom?
You see, no. I think the thing is that
But that is deep.
You don't want
It's
to
an
show.
African thing. That is what
You don't want to show.
trying to
You don't want to
bring
show. Say that you want to buy the cigar. You want to
But
start
you
the
eventually
bank.
showed.
No, because you don't want to trust Udo with the money of the cigar. And again, you don't want to show that they buy the cigar. So you follow at the back.
Udo, maybe that's why they say if your dog begin back you, another person.
No, you feed them again.
Uh-huh.
Or somebody don't really get bigger fish or bigger meal. Yes.
That one. Are you talking from experience?
I don't know that
That was
one.
a breach of trust. Now.
Are you talking from experience?
But if your dog no back thief, now you come the back, you don't go suspect him.
No, Nigerian team get that.
No, I think for me, really, our football bright from top to bottom. The other day I was making a contribution to the sports radio. I said, look, each time they talk about, they blame authorities, they blame the system. What of the people?
Yeah.
Time it was when if Calabar Rovers they play, Calabar Rovers and Sharks they play, before 12 o'clock the stadium is filled up.
Alistair, let me tell you about a 1984 match involving Calabar Rovers and stationery stores
Of Lagos. Yes.
at the Unicon Stadium here.
Yes.
Uwe Mekarika, bless his soul.
Yeah.
Inside 60 seconds of the kickoff, he scored a goal. And referee Salahuddin, that's his name, cancelled that goal till after tomorrow. I don't know why. I was there at the stadium.
What was the reason given?
So when I said a Nigerian referee never
Made it to CAF.
even at
Maybe
the
an offside now. Something.
Yeah, there
Uh-huh,
must be a reason. There must be a reason.
linesman no day. I beg.
I mean,
At that time,
you know,
there was
so
no,
it is
what do you
trust.
call it?
You see,
Yeah,
what you see?
AVR.
Is that AVR now? Is that AVR now in Nigeria? No, so you see, see what am I saying? As at then, our football run its course. If a league starts, you know that there are 20 teams in the league. If a league starts in August, it's ending
In May.
In May,
Yeah.
and it's like that. And then the crowd were there to cheer
That time,
and support.
things have changed.
There were I'm coming now. There were gate fee. People pay gate fee. If you can't pay, you can climb tree or climb something to be peeping or something. So, but now the Nigerians will prefer to defend and fight for Arsenal, Man U, Man City, against
why not
fighting for Iyimba.
Your own is not attractive now.
But does that make you now despise your mother's soup?
No.
In presence of the other soup?
Unless I don't go
Everybody's soup. My man's soup na soup.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Is Ghana nigga attractive?
your master
It's Ghana nigga attractive.
that if your mind even cook at
It's
all.
not Korean nigga
The way
attractive.
it is, your mother is not even
Is
cooking.
Gambia's is Zambian nigga attractive?
Advance, the way it
Who
is,
make it
his mother is not
attractive?
even cooking at all.
He's cooking.
all right.
The cooking is there.
How many
The cooking is there. The cooking is there.
How many local leagues we get?
You have the three of it, the 4 leagues.
So people go leave Arsenal and go they watch this.
That is the lack of patriotism.
It's not
Because they have not
That is the
improved.
lack of patriotism.
that-
Who improve us now?
No, leave.
Who improve us now? Is it Americans?
Gentlemen,
Who improve us now?
What's the incentive?
let me tell
Who
you.
improve us now?
Let me tell you who.
Let me ask who improve us now.
Let me tell you.
Is
who,
it Nigerians?
Alesta, let me tell you who improved Arsenal and the other 19 Premiership clubs.
Yes.
The late.
It's not a government
Hold
business,
on.
so.
The late Baroness Thatcher
Yes.
called FA officials
Yes.
into a room and said, "Give me this league where we dey run. We can reform it. We can refine it."
Yes.
Today, as we sit here and talk, almost all the world, Ufeli, buys rights to
Exactly.
like this match we are watching.
I know.
now.
It's right.
So England is making hundreds of millions per second.
No, that is
So
why
it is
Ziggy has
big
told.
deal.
Wait,
Football is big deal.
No,
That we are messing up with it in Nigeria
Citizen. I can tell you for free that, and that is what I always complain about, our lack of patriotism, and I mean it. Let England be now. This is Euro going on now. Go to England, you will see English flag in almost every bar, every pub, every home. Not because England has done anything spectacular for the common man who is sleeping on the street, but who will carry the flag because England is playing. But Nigeria will play match. Please let me finish. Don't interrupt
You are
me.
talking and saying we are
not.
I don't even know
When
why
have
you
you seen? When have you seen Nigeria carry Nigerian flag? Nigeria is playing.
Each time Nigeria, each time the Nigeria.
Where?
Yes, now we
How
do.
many?
We
Where?
do more than that.
I was in Abuja.
When our team is playing,
I was in Abuja
you see
when we
the
played the
exercise,
final.
you see-
When we played with Ghana.
What are you saying?
When we played with Ghana, I was in Abuja.
The reason why I fans
You won't
will
see
not
one.
agree with you.
I have another listener here.
How many pub? How many pubs will you see
Alesta,
with
just a
people
minute.
praising
Hello,
Nigeria?
good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Your
Simon,
name,
calling
where you
back.
calling from?
Simon from Abuleg calling back.
All right, Simon, go on.
I don't know why Alesta has continued in this way, blaming the people. I don't know why.
No, I must blame government.
Say your own. Say your own.
Okay,
Leave
okay,
Alesta,
let me
beg.
now.
And by the way, you know what in with the talk?
Let's listen now.
I know. I started listening to you from the beginning.
So go on now.
So what I'm saying is that look at the music and the entertainment industry. Just as Ophelia said in the studio, the football is not attractive. When you go to the studio, you see area boys attacking people, beating referee.
No security.
Why are you not saying that the people are not patriotic? You heard the people killed in the stadium.
How many people been killed? I beg, leave that.
Killed?
Simon, I am saying we hired Finidi George as an indigenous coach. Hold on, listen to me now. The man don't resign after 47 days of being at the job.
You think the man does not love that job from his heart? He's a patriotic man. He started playing football as young as 15, 16. He had Nigeria in his heart.
Simon, you cannot say that now area boys make the man resign. I beg.
I'm not telling you that.
Simon hasn't said that.
Finidi George is a patriotic Nigeria. He want to put Nigeria in the number one in mapping football.
Yes,
But
Simon, I'm saying we hire Finidi George, but will they go for foreign coach? Do we really know what we want?
The man Finidi George know what he wanted. It's the politicians, the NFF officials. They appointed him and they made the environment very, very difficult for him to succeed by announcing to the world that they wanted to appoint another, even though he's failing. If I support Manchester United, if Manchester United is still, I will still support them.
Or you want me to tell you, say I support Arsenal? I don't tell you.
The reason why we support these people, formerly some years ago, we will never hear Nigerian music played on radio. Foreign music, foreign movie, everything. Yeah. But now I don't listen to foreign music. I listen to only Nigerian. If you check my phone, you will see all Nigerian music.
Thank you. 60 seconds are up. Thank you.
Citizen, Rivers has been playing football at Yakubu Gowon Stadium. Nobody has been killed. I can't remember in the last 10 years who has been killed in that stadium.
No, he don't withdraw.
So
that
every time you say people are killed. No. You are not interested.
Please,
you're not interested.
Listen to him. Listen to him.
General, where okay, people play people play in El Kanami play Meduguri. How many have you had a people killed? We are killed there inside the stadium. When have you had somebody killed there? We just use mundane round up.
We should not talk about the security.
That is not the problem.
It's part of the problem.
How many times have people killed our stadium when they are playing there?
Watch, man. You want people to troop out. No, people are telling you that
people are trooping out in Yakubu Gowon Stadium. People are trooping out in Godswill Akpabio Stadium. People are trooping out in Boko Stadium. People are trooping out in Boko Stadium. So who has been killed?
Let me announce. It is 4 o'clock.
Who has been killed?
And,
name the person.
Alessa, you accuse Nigerians of not trooping out,
including me,
and you are going for that to say people have been trooping out. Are those for not Nigerians?
No, he's talking about that. That's
I don't understand you.
I'm telling you now that people go there.
And you are now giving instances of people that have been trooping out.
The few people go there. Nobody has been killed.
You have already answered the question because you said people trooped out.
Okay, no, let me go. People go. Nobody has been killed.
And the point is just
people go to the cathedral. Just as volatile as Kanu is. Alessa, let Kanu players be playing.
Alessa, what we are saying here, what myself and Evan, what we are saying is just make it good, and people will be interested. Yeah. There was a time.
Make it good.
Alessa, hold on now. Alessa, hold on. So now me and Advance and you go contribute money to make it. Look at what we are saying. I want to give a very simple analysis here. There was a time people don't want to hear anything about local rice. Everybody keeps going for foreign rice.
They say there's stone.
Nigerian rice makers have gone further to make it equal the foreign rice. Today you can't differentiate the local rice and the foreign rice, and are we not buying it? Yeah, we are. So the local league, they should improve on whatever they are doing. Advance trying to say each time Nigerian team is playing, you see the eagerness, you see patriotism, you see how we gather every each time Nigerian team is playing. Each time Nigerian team is playing, you see all of us.
We are patriotic.
We are.
All right.
Hold
on. I have another listener here. Good afternoon.
Hello.
This must be the last call to take. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, your name, where you calling from?
This is Wale calling from Mushin.
Wale, go on.
It is not true that Nigerians are not patronizing this stadium.
No, talk about waiting with float. I said hold on. I said hold on. After 47 days, Finidi don't resign, and Nigerian Football Federation say they won't hire foreign coach. Do we really know what we want?
Well,
when you are ready, make a talk now.
The man laugh.
The question don't sit well at all. Nigerians will know what we want. You understand? But how to get what we want is what the issue is. Okay, and that how is what we must address. Let's improve on our local leagues. Let's invest in it. Make it attractive. Even investors will come. We can improve this football to a point where people will start to buy rights to watch Nigerian league. So,
of course,
if we invest in it, advertisers will come, companies will come. We'll build something very good.
And unless I didn't remember that sometimes some incentives that are created around football outside Nigeria are not created here.
Of course.
Okay, and people going to watch football, you pay money. That money, do you know Nigerians sometimes are mindful of how much useful that money they give to you could afford them? The value of that money. That money itself is a IGR to a particular state that is hosting the football. Is it being useful?
Then employment
Employment too is created along. No, there are so many
that's what that money is supposed to
around
be made
it.
for now.
There are so
That's what
many
the money is
factors
supposed to be
around
made for now, to
And
play the
that
players.
is
You
the
have to play
reason
the
all
players.
of us here seated
We agree that we're
cannot give reason why Finidi George resigned. We cannot. We only play around it. Even Finidi
But Finidi, good enough, has gone for that to say they were heel treatment from the NFF. What else he want the man to say?
He wasn't giving a free hand to perform.
And
What else?
we knew ab initio that he was going to face those
You
challenges.
cannot have free hand in that position.
You can't. But why so? Why not?
Ziggy.
What's
Because
wrong?
of this thing now, the bottleneck.
Everything Nigeria issue.
Ofeli, you send Pekin, make it go buy cigar.
You follow
him, go.
You even give somebody rope.
So why did you send
Lack of trust.
Similar to giving somebody goat. You don't dash and goat. You still hold the rope.
Yeah.
Hold the rope. Join
Yeah.
it. We leave and give am the rope.
Oh.
You don't give am rope. You give am goat.
That goat
This is your
national
goat.
goat. That goat.
And even in
No,
this,
you are asked to supervise that group. That goat doesn't be taken away.
That
Give it to you.
that
You
goat
come
is
to
a
you
national
and say,
goat.
take this goat.
So that rope is accountability.
The goat is a national goat. Please. Look,
I give you something.
Ziki, don't talk about the goat. It's not.
whether national or state goat na goat.
We can't give you and leave you with it.
All right, gentlemen.
They'll give you with clean hand. They'll give you a holy. And they'll be mooting the idea of getting a foreign coach.
Yeah,
Yes.
gentlemen, just
They
go
are
on.
mooting the idea of getting.
5
So this
minutes.
guy is not dancing to their
but-
two.
Hold
If they don't
on.
go for
5
foreign
minutes. 5 minutes after
If
4.
they don't go for foreign coach, how will they go for star coach to do interview?
Uh-huh.
To do.
And that's
Gentlemen,
why so many foreign coaches perform poorly here.
all
Because
right,
he don't pay money before he come. Yes, the truth must be said.
including Bora Mitulovic.
Forget that one. That one was the worst.
That one, what did he do for this country?
That was the worst.
you did ask me.
Lagerbank.
Do we know what we want?
We don't
We
really know.
do. Only say the ground,
Then make
the
we do.
system no let
Make
us.
we go out get them now.
We go get them.
Okay, we go. All right. The second issue to discuss this afternoon. Let's quickly go there. Niger Delta chieftain, Chief Edwin Clark, asks President Tinubu to implement the 2014 National Conference report. Now, the 2014 National Conference, designed to search for equity and justice in economic independence, social cohesion, national integration, and political stability, has come and gone, but its relevance has refused to go away. Elder statesman, Ijaw leader, and politician Chief Edwin Kiagbodo Clark has written to President Bola Tinubu demanding the implementation of the 2014 conference report. He wants the president to immediately restructure the polity if the nation must remain one. How do we reconcile the position of the Niger Delta chieftain with the submission of commentators who contend that our problem is not constitutional but attitudinal? If you got my grammar.
That report was one that has been highly criticized.
The 2014.
Yes.
Yeah.
The one that Jonathan organized, right? Yes, a school of thought was of the opinion that the way delegates were selected or appointed or whatever it is was not equitable. Some said that the government was not far-reaching enough, and that the submission and report couldn't have represented the interests of the larger Nigeria. Largely, the
by the way,
Northerners,
the report is 1,000 and how many pages?
about 1,000 plus. 1,000 plus. The Northerners also kicked against a lot of issues raised on the structure of the country, cohesion, how to move forward, and all that. So there are a lot of criticism. However, that is not to say the report is not one that should be considered, because there are a lot of important issues in that report. Talking about even if you look at the executive structure, the Accountant General of the Federation and the Attorney General of the Federation and the Office of the Order, some other structural issues, design, the creation of one other state in the southeast, so many issues. Okay, in that report. Some of the issues in that report are already even in the front burner in our polity, but not yet implemented. So it's not bad for the current president to go back to that report and look at it. Look at the ones that are possible within the confines of the reality of the country.
Ophelia, I hope you have managed to remember that we have had 10 conferences and therefore 10 conferences reports.
We started from 1953 in the Badon.
Yes,
Then
yes.
we had one in 1957. Then before independence,
We have had 10.
We've
10.
had many.
yeah, we have 10.
We have had 10.
And
If
this,
you count.
these 10, many of them contain the same issues.
Yeah.
So we have agreed on many issues, but we have not
But we've not implemented anyone.
anyone.
But
So
then,
let's look at those ones we have agreed on.
Yeah.
Please, and see how we can implement them. And if really they will move Nigeria forward, why not?
yeah, you say we've agreed on most of the reports that had been conferred, that had been agreed on, were not made public. You remember, some of them were not
we
made
have
public.
snippets of them.
Yeah, we have snippets of information from various of them.
They are
and
not
all.
public.
Yeah, they are not. They are not in the public domain.
No, they are not.
So they've not been implemented. So, and the issue here is the Jonathan own, which was just very recent. We thought when they were trying
2014,
to,
that's 10 years ago.
yes, when they were trying to devolve police structure and all that, we thought they started looking into it and all
And
that.
when you are calling on the president to implement, it's not even the president that can implement.
Oh,
No.
You have to take it
That's
to the
it.
National Assembly.
That's it, and that's the bottleneck.
Even if the president say yes, and National Assembly say no.
Say no,
It won't
you
go.
have issue.
Because
And
Yeah.
National Assembly, it didn't end just at National Assembly.
You will
This
take
is
to state concurrent.
You
Yes.
take it to
States, House
third
of
state.
concurrent.
It has a lot of proceedings.
Yes.
Now the issue now is this, Ms. Jones. The issue now is this: there are so many things that were contained in that report, and we've had we've had information, coming from there that look, the need of Nigerian people then, 10 years ago, might not be the same need we're having today.
Not exactly.
Might not.
Not exactly.
Might not.
Just 10 years ago. 214
It
here.
doesn't matter. But what I want to agree totally there is this, that our problem majorly is not constitutional. It is
We don't
attitudinal.
have constitutional.
Because you see,
That's our problem.
orientation,
That's our problem.
and that's why
Go to the expressway and see people defecating.
you don't come with this
That's
again.
how we change Nigeria.
And that's why they keep telling you
I
that
have prepared
if
the case already.
Nigerians,
I have a case already now. I'm filing next week.
I be want tell you go to court.
No, I'm filing this week.
Identification.
I'm taking the
We
Attorney General of
we go follow you. How
Attorney
many?
General of Lagos State and the Attorney General of Ogun
How
State.
many? How many SANs do you need?
No, I don't need this.
see,
It's a public
Alesta
interest.
is one, Murphy is one, I am one, Ziggy is
It's
one.
the
We have four
responsibility of
here.
a state government, part of which their responsibility is to take care of the environmental issues within their
within the
state.
people.
That's why they have a commissioner for environment.
Yes.
Of course.
Ogun State, Lagos State.
So if they
Then
catch that man now,
Attorney
wait,
General of the
Oga,
Federation.
Yes.
Because the Federation owns the road.
Oga.
Now I'm asking that the court should make an order of mandamus. Okay, directing that the federal government, there's two states involved, employ a task force or form a task force to prevent the citizens from defecating.
So if you catch
do they-
one now,
do they know
and
the
flog
time
him.
those people
If you
come to
catch
the main
one
road
now
and defecate?
and give
we
him
need a task force
strokes
there.
of the cane. Wait now, Philly.
I
If
will
you
get
catch
the
one
government.
now,
That's
if you
what-
catch one now, give him a stroke of the cane. It is your people that will get up and say human rights.
No. That's not
You
human rights.
understand? Your people come up and say no,
That's not
human
human
rights.
rights. That's not human
That the
rights.
man has a right to associate
To defecate.
with the yes.
To
that
defecate on the
is-
expressway.
The man does not have right
That's
to
the
defecate
culture.
on the expressway. You two do not have the right to catch a man and
There's no
flog
such-
him.
and begin to flog the man. No,
It's not
no,
constitutional.
you.
It's attitudinal.
We've had enough.
That is the
No,
thing.
no.
all right.
America ahead has
Ziggy,
a pocket size
I hope-
constitution,
I hope-
and it works.
With about 25 amendments.
Yeah, it works.
Yes.
But you see, Nigerians,
25%,
take all
yes.
Nigerians to America today and bring all Americans back to Nigeria. They will make Nigerians look like America,
Ziggy,
and Nigerians will make America look like Nigeria.
All right.
So it's attitudinal.
You reduce the country to your size.
All right,
Everything you call it,
Exactly.
your size.
Ziggy, gentlemen, hear this. Let me rub this in.
Okay.
Former President Jonathan got the report in August 2014.
Okay.
He left office in 2015 May.
Okay.
Why in no start putting some of these things forward?
He said he wants start, but we not
Well,
allow.
well,
But he didn't win the election.
He didn't win the election.
He contested 2015 and lost.
One of the things he said in his election was that he said, "When I vote for me, that they say will be implemented, and eventually will not come vote for me."
Okay, that's why una no vote for that.
Maybe
No,
it's part of it.
But you know, as at the time, if that report was ready in 2014,
2014.
they were already in back campaign had already.
He was already preparing for election.
He could have done anything.
Yes, now.
There was no governance.
I was
After
trying to tell you
Yeah.
something. I'll probably not call it better, but attitude.
Attitudinal.
Because
Attitude.
if you are going
Attitude.
to
Orientation.
if you just cross our border to Cotonou, and you will see, just leave the border area, you will see a different kind of human beings.
yes, no.
Even the grass, they grow in unison. One does not grow more than the other one. You see them grow. Nobody's taming them.
Na Nigerian grass.
Compliance.
Nobody's taming
Na
them.
Nigerian grass.
No, I've never been at the public side. Nobody tames them.
Compliance.
They all grow in unison. Cross back to Nigerian side. One is growing tall, the other one is short, the other one is
Inequality.
so you see, and then by the time you are going, I'm telling you, the Nigerian that will drive anyhow
Onya Milon.
on the road here, by the time he gets to Benin Republic,
He's cautious.
there's nobody on the road, though. But there's a road, there's a
But
speed limit.
You pay heavy money if you.
Exactly, there's a speed limit. Where the policemen,
And they will get you.
where they collect their bribe, the people just sit inside one hut. You dare not pass. You can't stop and go there and give them and you move.
Alesta,
So, human-based law.
Alesta, I went to Benin. I noticed, say, motorcyclists get their route.
Get their lane.
And you don't interfere.
They don't eat nobody.
Bicyclists, those where they ride bicycle.
They get their own.
And they know
Now
they
Benin
use
Republic,
Pedestrians.
waiting then they use now whistle.
okay.
And they know they need to pursue you from here to the airport here.
No,
You go stop, then go catch you.
straight. And when they catch you, the penalty is
So
severe.
that is-
I've said
And nobody
this.
come and say, "Okay, leave am now. No be small thing." You
I've
understand?
said-
So even we, for instance, that man now they certificate wey ever dey go court now. Let somebody catch him and tell him why is for the road say concern you? After our government no good,
That's
then we
what we
come
have
good.
to change. That's what we have to change.
This is about it, and that's why I'm saying our people. That's what I'm saying. The people is part of the is the major problem.
Absolutely.
First.
I
That's what I'm
agree.
saying.
But
I said I don't talk. I'm here once, more than once.
I know this, I'm always blaming the people.
One of our colleagues went to Ghana when a Nigeria and Ghana jointly sponsored the AFCON
AFCON, yes.
in 2020.
No.
Is it 2022 or 2020?
Yeah, 2000.
Year 2000, I beg your pardon. So he say they went clubbing. Ufeli, when they came back, it was close to midnight, and traffic light stopped them at a quarter to midnight, saying look time. Then in things say in date for Nigeria, he say, oh boy, go now. The driver said, no, they will catch us.
yes,
They will catch us.
because the system will catch them up.
Yes.
So if you do I'm here,
My first time of going to Ghana, first time 2001, I went to Ghana first. The guy that the taxi cab that takes me out. So in the night, we say let us throw. I just came out and wanted to enter the road. Immediately just reversed and came back again. I said, oh boy, what's happening?
what's matter?
What's happening? He said, I have only one light. Let me go and check the second one. I said, one light. Why? What's the problem? Hey, can we go now? He said, no. In Ghana, that to bail yourself, if police want to collect bribe, as that is the equivalent of like 50K. I'm talking of 2001. He said, the charge is attempted murder.
Yes, no.
That's the charge of driving with one light.
Attempted murder. Yes.
That
Of
the
course,
charge is
of course.
attempted murder.
Because that's the outcome.
Of course, that is the outcome now.
Yes.
That's the outcome.
So the taxi driver
Yeah,
are going to kill somebody. The driver
that's why-
reverse. In fact,
Ophelia, that's why they tell us
in
that
fact,
the football referee,
the speed within which the man reverse back.
the the football referee is a judge of intentions.
Yeah.
Of course.
If you carry leg, like say you want split firewood,
Yes.
and the leg no land,
Yes.
the man go punish, say you carry the leg.
Yes.
Oh,
the law is
yeah.
calling court offense.
Bam.
Yes. They
Bam.
have to punish
Bam.
you for
Bam.
intention.
Bam.
Yes.
Bam.
That's the.
That is sopra.
Yes, now,
So
but
offense already-
that is where the offense begins. Having the intention, the menstrual.
Yes.
That's the menstrual.
Yes.
So attitude,
we in Nigeria-
attitude.
We
Yeah.
forgot-
Attitude follow, but Lester, beyond that too, there are a lot of takeaways from the 2014 confab report.
Yes, very well.
Because the attitudes and the laws too go side by side. They have to be the law first, then the attitudes.
Compliance.
The attitude is now about the compliance. Compliance, you can't comply to nothing. There has to be something to comply to, which is the law. So I'm saying that the 2014 confab, Pa Ike Clark has spoken well, even if he has followed the wrong channel, because he has a senator representing him. He has a state governor.
What he's doing, he want the president.
You want to draw the attention of the president.
Yes.
So
to make an expression.
thank you. That
To
is
give
not
it,
bad at all, too. You want to draw the attention of the
Otherwise,
president. So
not
the
the
president can also take it up. After all, the issue of local government autonomy, the president are taking it
The
up.
president raised it himself. He
And,
raised the issue himself.
and now we seem to be progressing
There's
in
an
that.
executive order now.
Yes,
We
now.
seem to not executive order. That was Buhari.
Executive that was Buhari.
President Tinubu has gone to court.
Oh, yes.
The court told me that.
They say
Yes.
Buhari doesn't have the this thing.
Yes, Tinubu has gone to court, and we seem to be progressing.
Make una no vex. Ziggy traveled out.
Yeah, he went to China.
He went to Enugu State.
Okay, so
I just came.
Welcome back to Nigeria.
So if you see the way it is, we seem to be making some progress in that direction.
We are
So
making progress.
If
Is
that
that
is
why
the-
River State?
The Supreme Court have given a date.
for-
just
for hearing.
wait to Evans, I beg.
And it's going to be in favor of
No,
Nigeria.
you don't say that. Don't say that. You can't say that. now.
Evans, please.
Subdue this.
Please,
can't
let
say
me make
except
sense of this. Is that why the outgoing local government chairman of River State
No, unless that is a different.
are saying that when that judgment come, they will continue. They will,
No. That was the different thing.
It's a different thing altogether. So
That issue is not on the tenureship of local government.
no.
The case is not on the tenureship.
Oga, why are those people so
It's
desperate?
tenure.
Their tenure ends today. oh.
No, it's already in the constitution. That one is the issue is they're talking about autonomy.
Autonomy. They are
So why the people say they will continue in office?
they are not politicians. They are free to say whatever they like.
They are dealing with.
There are a lot of
So
issues.
that they can stay over. They can
There are a lot of issues in that your
And that
rivers.
is the danger of having critical committees sometimes. They believe that they can stay till any time.
All
They're
right.
not critical,
Let-
they're
let-
elected.
No, so they are elected, but I'm saying we have a system of critical committees
Yes.
that does not have tenure.
And advance.
Which has run-
Even the so-called elected council chairmen in Nigeria, there's no much difference between them and the technical committees.
There's no much difference.
There's no much difference there.
You know why? Because the same way the governor treats the technical committee,
The same way.
Same way.
And almost same way they are appointed, technical committee chairman are appointed, almost the same way these ones are appointed, but they call it election.
yeah,
Exactly.
That's
That's
why
why
they are appointed.
don't have the people's
They
mandate.
make
No.
it official.
To make it
Because it is
official.
the same party
That
will
is
win
why
everything.
oppositions hardly wins local government elections.
You can never.
It's not-
The way it is right now, oppositions don't even bother to contest
It's
it
not
because
bother.
it's a waste of resources.
It's a waste of time.
All right, gentlemen, let me involve the listener. Dear listener, if you feel up to raising issues here, note what we're talking about now. The second issue, Pa Edwin Clark, a Niger Delta chieftain, is asking President Bola Tinubu to implement the report of the 2014 National Conference organized by former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. What do you yourself say? 0700 0700 903 903 903. Yeah, so I said the big problem is attitude. Gentlemen, the 1999 Constitution, as contentious as it is, if we follow the thing to the letter, we feel we won't be here. We won't be in trouble.
The
I
constitution
agree.
is not a totally bad constitution.
No.
It's just some areas that you can, even if you want to amend, this amendment you will do. You are not going to rewrite a new one.
I have the first respondent. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Welcome.
Mr. Jones.
Mr. Hussein.
Thank you very much.
I'm not
Simon.
Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones there for Animal
And the
Farm.
farm.
Go on.
Mr. Hussein.
Yes, sir.
Simon calling back.
All right, Simon.
If you remember, when Fashola was governor of Lagos State, you discovered that they were law and order. He was not moving in a convoy. There was a time he even arrested someone that was trying to take one way. He was trying to pass the. What I'm trying to say is the orderliness and the processes you cited in Togo and other countries. It can only work if the leader set the example. This one has some people keep blaming the people. I don't understand.
Sorry, what do you? Sorry, you said you were Simon, right?
Yes.
Simon. So if somebody in Lagos goes against the traffic light,
Yes.
are you saying a president who is in Abuja and in Kosam?
I'm not saying that.
What are you saying?
See, let me give you an example. In the US, 2 months ago, there was light off in Chicago. Immediately, some citizens went into store, started breaking the store and started stealing things from the store.
But nobody the president lead them. Now the president lead them.
No, what I'm saying is that those people, they discovered that because there was light and the camera stopped working. That's why it's not as if those people are more innocent. They are also thieves in all those. But those people know that if you engage in all those activities, you will be caught. But in this part of the world, people misbehave because they know that if you do anything, nobody will hold you accountable. What I'm trying to say in essence is that let us create a system whereby if anybody goes against the law, the person will be duly punished instead of blaming the people every time.
Yes, sir. Simon, my problem with that is when they punish one person as you talk, the next thing you go here, now only him. Now only him.
Now someone will first talk about
discussion. People who want Nigeria to get better will not say only him. The serious people and the most important people that want this country to go great. They will not say
Thank you. So are you for the president dealing with that report?
That is supposed to be something that's supposed to be done. 3-4 years ago, we are still saying it now. Is this the people that is to blame for it now? According to Alexa, something that's supposed to be implemented 4-5 years ago. They are not implemented it.
Simon, thank you. Your 1 minute is up. Thank you. All right, 0700 903 903 903. Call us.
Just let me just take this example. When what do you call him, Bobrisky was
Naman, the guy Naman
was arrested.
His real name is Kunle Okuneye.
What happened in the social media? No Liam. What of the senators first?
That's talking for ignorance.
No Liam.
That's talking from ignorance.
That is in Nigeria.
All right, I have another listener
That's in
here.
Nigeria.
You have to start from somewhere.
Oh,
Please, the line is open now. It's free. 0700 903 903 903. And of course, you want to take your time from us. It's 27 minutes past 4 in the city of Lagos. And on radio, Voice of the People Radio, it's
Just I love the point.
Radio Parlor Show, aka Studio 903. Yeah.
I love the point the last caller brought in. He said,
Sorry.
Okay.
There's another
Hello.
caller. Good afternoon or good evening.
Am I talking to? Hello.
Go on, you are on air. Go on.
Okay, good. You see,
Your
the
name
people of
is
Nigeria. The people of Nigeria. Hello.
go ahead.
It's constitution. I tell you now, we are still. If you go to the street,
you hear what they talk at all. You know here. You don't hear. It make I talk am again. Hold on. Hold on. I not talk about constitution. Make you when you listen to radio, just the hear what in and talk before you call. I said,
go.
Chief Edwin, listen now and hear me. Chief Edwin Clark say,
I hear you.
You know here, what do you hear? I not talk about constitution. I said a Niger Delta chief is asking President Tinubu to implement the report of the 2014 Constitutional Conference. You say you hear me. Another caller. Good, welcome. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah.
I quite agree with.
Your name, where you are calling from?
Yeah, my name is MC Bright.
60 seconds.
Yes, I quite agree with the Statesman Clark on the question of Goodluck's confab report. It's because everybody came together to discuss on that cover. I was registered at the up till now. I'm not talking about. And again, something about obeying laws in Nigeria. It has to do with government. If government brings out a law, it has to be implemented to the next time. They don't bring out the law at the time they write the law. They don't put it together, they don't enforce it. The enforcement has to go on and on and on and on. So the people will get through things. Don't even have to make a law the next 1 month, 2 months, everything has relaxed. People go and have it. It's a control. Thank you, that's my take. Thank you.
All right then. Yeah. Murphy, you were going to say something.
That particular caller brought a point in which he said in the US, according to him, that electricity went off for a period of time and
people looted shops.
The point there is that it means that human being by nature has the tendencies to do the wrong things.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The difference between...
And that's why laws are introduced to regulate those
human
tendencies.
behavior, that goes a long way to say the reasons why crime is higher, the rate of crime is higher in some societies and lower in some societies, because there are tendencies that if you commit crime in certain environment, you will be caught.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there are tendencies that if you commit same crime in the other environment, you may not be caught and may be caught and may be set free.
Mm-hmm. All right,
that's the difference between we and the US.
Just gone 4:30. A parliament, Barrister Liboros Oshoma is here. Anegbete boy, welcome.
Yes, thank you, sister.
They say now you go preach today.
Not really. Today is Salah.
Okay, today's Salah.
Are you mixing
He said today is Salah.
The last time we checked, right, Christian?
No. I'm a traditional African worshiper.
Chrislam.
So, and I associate with all religion. Okay. So I have some clients. I had thought that I'll be able to just go, then leave by 2. But so when I got there by 2, African time, they were just setting table. And then
they're just cooking. I have to leave and come.
And so as I was about leaving, the husband came and held me down. So before I now left the place all the way from Lekki, rushing down, and so my apologies sincerely.
Okay, so obviously you chanced to listen in, right?
Yes.
So what Pa Edwin Clark say make President Tinubu implement the report of the 2014 confab? You must have an attitude towards that. There are a lot of things that had happened between 2014 and 10 years ago. 10 years ago, yeah. And now. In yes, I agree that there are laudable recommendations in that confab. Also, apart from the confab, I also agree that the pro-narco conference that had in Lagos here before then, I think that was pro-narco was 2004 or so. Pro-narco also had has a report, and that confab report, I think El-Rufai's committee was set up also to look at some of the recommendations, like the issue of federalism in that.
Under Buhari.
Yes, under Buhari.
Yeah.
So I think it is high time, the president will look at all of these confabs reports, pro-narco reports.
10 of them.
Yes. Look for...
And I want you to reconcile all the things you don't tell me and go add to the fact that many commentators say, but we have had 10 conferences and 10 conferences reports. It be like say our problem no be constitutional, but now attitudinal. Our attitude.
No, we have we've said it here, even in part of the discussions I was having that held me back was, oh, liberals are listening to you on radio, on TV. This Nigerian problem, we all agree is attitudinal, but attitudinal problem will have to change with reorientation and some persons also leading in an attitudinal change.
All right, the line is still open, 0700 903 903 903. What do you yourself say? I have a respondent here. Hello, good evening, welcome.
Good evening, Mr. Jones.
Yeah, your name
And
is...
the gentleman in the panel.
good evening.
Yeah, this is the Akaja from Okota. Are you
Akaja.
hearing me?
Go on now, you have 60 seconds.
Yeah, I support what Edwin Clark is saying. But what I'm saying now is that so it's part of the fundamental. But what I'm saying now is that we are in the regime of who believe in technicality instead of the constitution.
No, this is not what we're
In
discussing.
UK, they don't have a written constitution.
No,
But when it comes to Nigeria,
that's not true.
As is written,
the problem
as
with
is
that
written,
that
yeah.
Our government are not sincere. Hello?
That of the UK is really
Go on.
It's written.
Hello? See, our government is not sincere.
people
That
just
is the
take
problem we have.
These things.
It's not a matter of implementing Edwin Clark compound this thing. That is not, it's not,
No be Edwin Clark.
it's not the
Edwin
problem.
Clark is
We
just
don't
referring...
find ways. When they bring in a technicality to it, that's my contribution to that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Again, let me say again.
Sorry, let's
When you hear anything over the radio, it pays to listen, because listening is an art, so that you'll be...
It's not a science, so
it's an art.
Citizen Jones.
Because they say it's not what you they listen to that matters. Now what you hear.
You hear, yeah.
You see, a lot of people make this mistake. Oh, the Constitution of the United Kingdom is not. No, they have much more laws.
They don't have what
They have one binded document they call Constitution, but they have laws on almost everything. Do you know in the UK you can't even be a plumber without certification?
exactly.
Of course now.
You can't be a plumber without certification. It used to happen here, City and Guilds and all of that.
Yes.
So what? And we're talking
So
about
why
a way forward and not
did you
technically.
people drop the ball?
No, attitude. Attitude, yes. And that's why when people say attitude also will have to start from leadership. A leader once told me, he said, if I know the chop, you know, go give my children chop. If
Chop bribe or
yes,
chop.
yes. So
Because I remember in the days of why, Murphy, you remember?
yes, war
They
against indiscipline.
they asked one policeman. It was an NOA, National
Orientation
Agency, a commercial. The man said, "Brother, if I no chop, I go chop."
Okay, so
Yes, no. If I don't chop, I will
I go chop. You don't understand. So it all brings us back to the attitude and then where it needs to change from. If you change from the leadership, and then like if you know chop, how you go chop. If I know the chop, you no go fit give my children chop. If I know the chop, you no go give my worker no go come give me chop.
Yeah.
Because when oga chop, that's why police, for example, sorry to say, there's no respect. If
From
amongst both the rank and file to the
yeah.
oga, a DPO will tell you go and release somebody, you go, and then the other ranks go say, say tell DPO say I say no, because he knows that DPO will ask him for return
They're not
later.
even to tell you. You don't tell people say I don't hear.
I don't
Yeah,
hear.
don't work come out.
As I tell you, it means something else.
You don't work come
You know, because but if DPO know the chop, he says, I know the chop, you bring for him. He say no.
Yes.
When DPO say go and release, you no go fear no go let you.
So attitude is the thing here.
It's very key. And
Good.
so all of us, quickly, all of us, we now when you are at the top and you are the one everybody is saying, now let you that they see the chop. So everybody points accusing finger at you. Including those when they point no, they are not even waiting. Including those pointing accusing fingers at you are chopping small. But they are pointing accusing finger at you. So that is why when you stop to chop, exactly. So when you stop to chop, you can now enforce no chopping. But quite quickly, the problem of implementation comes in is it's too big. Nigeria is too big to run like a local government.
Okay.
Too big to centralize.
All right. Before you came, we started with Finidi George. After 47 days in charge, he has resigned. And with the ask, say, NFF, don't come discover now, say we still need foreign coach.
I do not,
So now attitude, what will they talk about?
No, for me, if I'm Finidi, I'm not going to resign.
He don't resign.
Yes, but I am saying he would probably have resigned. Maybe I might be wrong. He probably would have resigned because, of this our quick fix attitude. We want result now. When Clement Westerhoff was coach of the Super Eagles, the first few matches, Westerhoff no win.
He lost.
Even when he played friendlies for USA 94, the friendlies he played, no win anyone. But he went to USA 94 and he was able to prove a point.
And
so
we became number 5 ranking in the world.
So if you will, they say you have to break it to make it. But some people believe that, we have top players. But these top players, you also need to, in playing the big ones, you also need to groom younger ones. But maybe because he feels, look, I don't want people to be shouting, sack him, or he decided to resign first.
He resigned as a coach.
Okay.
Not from
the crew. So maybe, but if I were him, I not go resign because it is too early. And then there are people also.
Ziggy been saying that Nigeria happened to him. Whatever that means.
No, Nigeria didn't happen to him. Or maybe he presumed that Nigeria will happen to him. Because Nigerians never they call for his sack. Even a few people. No, so a few people personally. But those that know about the game, we're already also saying, give him some time.
Exactly.
So Nigeria can happen to you sometimes. It needs time. But sometimes also at the same time, people were so much in a hurry for quick fix.
All right.
But because we have been so battered also.
That was an aside. The idea was to bring Liberos up to date regarding what we started first of all. So we are ending on this note. Niger Delta Chieftain Edwin Kiagbodo Clark, Chief Edwin Kiagbodo Clark.
One-time Minister of Information. Tell them.
Under Gowon.
Yes.
I remember.
And he's from Kiagbodo.
In Delta State.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unless his brother from the other end.
Enclave.
Yeah.
We know it's your brother.
It's
from.
We are not dragging him.
From Atabala, part
No, it's not
Atabala extension.
Here is the Finidi George where we talk now from Prakot.
It's from Okrika.
So he taught you too.
Finidi George.
Oh, okay. It's sorry. No vex.
Finidi George.
Is it not a next door neighbor to that type of people? What's the difference?
No, it's not.
Next door neighbor.
It is not a true story.
It's not true.
No, but you know Okri and Aqua. I remember one man telling me, he said, are you related to Alhaji Brahma, the one that has Texaco? His friend now said, no, it's not Texaco, it's Texai. He said, what's the difference? Only co when I asked.
I asked them here. You send Udo make you go buy cigar. You follow and go. Why you send that?
Why you send that? If I just go buy the cigar by yourself now.
Now be this Finidi thing.
Yes.
You send a message.
You follow.
Let them go the message.
Yeah, exactly.
You won't follow and go.
So everybody in Nigeria is a leader. Everybody's a coach.
Everybody's a coach.
We all know it. But unfortunately, I also quickly help Citizen Jones on this issue of leadership, really, because now we're discussing. I listened to Pawantude Raji Fashola recently on minimum wage and minimum salary.
I did.
Because what we are really, I agree with him. What we are discussing is minimum salary and not minimum wage. When you travel, what you hear is how much the system pays per hour. In America, they say it's $15 per hour, 10 pounds per hour, 5 pounds per hour. But here, we don't discuss what is the wage per hour. So it also boils down to leadership. If
but the thing is, we don't earn hourly, we earn monthly. So
because we don't build industries that will enable people earn early. We don't measure hours.
Measure productivity.
We don't measure productivity. We don't even have.
Many people are still trying to weigh in on this confab report. Hello, good afternoon or good evening.
Good afternoon, sir.
I greet you, sir. Your name, where you're calling from?
Yes, good afternoon. Your best in the studio.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Tell us happy Father's Day. We're all Father's
You have 60 seconds. Go on.
Oh yes, okay. Yeah, I heard that Finidi George.
I know that. I beg. We don't leave Finidi George. We are talking about Chief Edwin Clark. Make the president implement 2014 confab report. Leave Finidi George.
I also heard that one. I know you said you were talking about the class. Trying to let president know.
I'm talking about what?
Confab.
Yes.
I said that the confab is many confabs. The clerk has been active for
We're talking about 2014 confab.
I'm talking about 2014 confab report.
But there's a confab with the president already. The one with Buhari is not anyone.
All right. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. I got you first time.
There's no one that Buhari.
No, the man said confab plenty.
He said there's one with Buhari.
But Buhari did not organize.
No.
But in Buhari's time, we had 9 conference reports. Many people seem to forget that Chief Obasanjo had a conference.
Yes. We started from 1953 now.
All right. I have another, perhaps the last caller for today. I greet you. Welcome.
Hello. Mr. Jones, Simon calling back.
I am not Mr. Jones. I'm Mr. Hussein. Mr. Jones, the animal farm. I don't talk him before.
Mr. Hussein.
That's it.
Sorry about that. Liberals, welcome. I thought you would not come.
Go on. 60 seconds, I beg.
Okay, let's mismigrate us.
Let him just take one item from the report, and that is if we can make the legislators, we make them part time, or we scrap one.
Was that part of the recommendations?
Yes,
It was. They were arguing about it the other time. Let him take one or two. Let us have only one house and let that house be part time.
Yes, so they should end per sitting.
Yes, straight to
the point. Yeah,
they should end per sitting.
You see, but the problem now is
so that they can go back to their respective.
Yes, now.
It is not Tinubu that will do that.
No, not
No, nobody has mentioned Tinubu here now.
No, he said if the president can carry one and do one.
No.
The truth of the matter is not the president.
Clark wants the president to give that this in class.
Yes.
To give it this thing, not that.
Which is not that.
All right. Let me take another call here. Hello. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, sir. Your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Good News. I'm from
Good News. 60 seconds from now.
My father is still happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Happy Father's Day to you too.
Thank you very much. I'm listening to your program. Your program is very good. I don't say anything to talk because Nigeria problem is tiring me. Well done to your work.
All right, thank you very much. Bye now. Bye. You say no get anything to talk.
Nigeria problem tired.
I feel you, Jerry.
You must talk.
Not Koreans are patriotic.
All right, Murphy.
Not talking to could be the man's way of being patriotic.
Yeah. Murphy, let's wrap up. We won't begin to go. I beg.
On Finidi George's resignation, I did surprised say the man is surprised say things like that go happen. He has been in the system. He played football here. He's a Nigerian. I don't know why anything about NFF should shock him at this level. But if I were, probably he would not have taken the appointment even in the first place. What's the essence of taking the appointment and resigning after a feud? I don't think there's anything new.
Yeah, coach.
Exactly that happened within these days.
Remember, they say when your dog they bark at you, somebody else they feed them.
They feed them, yes. But in this instance, Finidi suppose don't know how they feed that dog before I even reach there.
It's a breach of trust.
When he begin, they shout and all that. Thank God he's gone. I wish him well. And at the same time, the NFF too must really change their approach to these issues. It don't happen too often. Several coaches, and they are most unfair to our indigenous coaches. They are most unfair to our indigenous coaches. And it's not really good. You bring in foreign coaches, you give them different conditions. You bring in indigenous coaches, you give them tougher conditions, and you expect them to
confab report. I beg.
You expect them to perform. The confab report, I think, is actually the right way to go. Even though the past administration and even this administration have been dipping hands into that confab report to pick items, they've been trying to pick some of maybe their own way of taking a shortcut to achieve something close to the result. Because whether you like it or not, it's going to be a very rigorous process to actually implement that confab report. But Edwin Clark has challenged the president. I believe that the president should take it up from them, proceed, ensure that get to the National Assembly and state assemblies.
Like we all said, there is no love lost between Finidi and NFF. Even the way Finidi left national team, remember how he left in September? He was vice captain, and they were dropped in the 2002 World Cup. They were dropped at just at the lineman without any fanfare. When they had to disband the team, went and brought this man to come and assemble a new team and go to Korea, Japan. So he left. So the way he left was unceremonious. So now it has also happened. So I think he should know that Nigeria has happened to him according to this thing for the second time.
He are not being patriotic.
To know.
Unless I not been patriotic.
Just like Libro said, if I were here, I would have resigned. I would have also want to see through the contract of 1 year. And it doesn't matter. Just see the contract of 1 year and then
unless at that point you would disgrace out of the office.
So then, with respect to the confab report, like I said, our problem does not lie solely on constitution. Our attitude is very, very important, and we need to. I want to play that we see how there's problems in the country. Let's see how we can raise our patriotic tempo a little bit, and see how we too can contribute. Just like the matter now that Ophili taken to court, very genuine matter. It doesn't have to do with it. I mean, how can somebody not be defecating on the express road? And then you say it tomorrow night, you not blame government, not blame President Mohammed.
Any law criminalize it.
Yes.
Okay.
Even natural law, natural sanity.
Liboros, hold on. Liboros, you don't need to close again.
No, I'm closing.
Close now. Close.
So the two things. I do not believe in just the confab report. That's why I said let's look at all of the recommendations that we have had, not just take a confab, because even this government didn't believe in the confab. Exactly. But they criticized it. But there are laudable recommendations, across board that we need to look at. And one of them for me is there's need for us to strengthen local governments. This government is already starting from there by going to Supreme Court. There's also need for us to practice what they have also consistently preached, which is fiscal federalism. Because the units, if the funds are coming from the unit should be able to retain more of the funds. And so that way we'll be able to hold our people more accountable, for good governance. And not everybody looking up to Tinubu.
Ophili, how do you close?
Yes, on the Finidi George issue, the truth is that 47 days is not enough to fix
national team,
system that is dysfunctional, whichever way you look at it. So that was hasty and quite very unfortunate. On the issue of the confab, I think that even the Buhari administration had dealt with part of it. The issue of decentralizing electricity, the generation and distribution of electricity and all that. The Buhari's government had already, signed. There's a law now, but the state need to come up with a framework as to how they intend to do that. Okay, that is it. And the last part will be okay. Fine. That's all. Thank you.
All right then. So we're done, and see you on Sunday next week. I'm out of here. I'm Citizen Jones Hussein. Bye bye now.